Hi, this is Susan Blue Robot from SusanBlueRobot.com. I'm here today with a card making video. This is a card that SDollars posted back in around Easter time, and there was a lot of requests for a video of how to do it. So we'll get started. And I'll just show you the link on the forum that this is the basket in question. So this is what I'll be doing. My version, I hope that I do it justice to how Sherry had done it. I'm using Pop-Up Card Studio and I'm using version 1.10, and I'm using Make the Cut. So first off, we will go on the bottom plane. So I just hit the space bar and I go to a plane of 2 inches. So that's 2 inches up from the bottom. Now I go F2 or to the Bezier tool. I go the arch steps. I go to, I think she said 8, and then I take 3 away. So I go to 8, I do the split mirror, and the split mirror will mirror in this very center. At the moment I might put it on 1/8 of an inch snappy. So I'm probably going to do this way bigger than Sherry's. I'll come out here. And now what I do is I go to the select tool, F1, or the select tool up here. You'll find now that I do use a lot of the shortcut keys, because I get used to it when I'm designing cards for myself. Now with those two selected, I go weld, and I'm going to take off the top 3. So I'm going to do a crop this back to low, and I'm going to go back to there. So what I'm doing is I'm just keeping the 4 on this, a 4 on this side plus the front one, and a 4 on this one plus the front one. Now what I do is I now go to here. Now first off, I just want to see how big that is. So we'll hold the D key down and select that. That is a width of 4 inches. So now I'm going to go across to Make the Cut. Get a new project. Bring in a trapezoid. And I'm going to shape this. So first off, I'm going to bring this out a bit here. And then I'm going to shape this in. Now I'm using the node editing tool to give it some shape. Now you don't want to give it too little shape, but you don't want to give it too much. So let's take this out, because you've got to allow for them all to come inward and so on. So with that, in the hope that it's right, now I'm going to cut this down here using the knife tool, holding the control key down to get it straight. I'm going to throw away this side, and I'm going to take this one, do a copy, do a paste, do a flip, and I'm going to take that across So they're both overlapping. So now I'm going to select both and do a weld. That way, you know that this side is the same curve as this side, so it's symmetrical. Now I want this as a width of 4. And I'm going to want unlock the lock over here, and I'm going to want this 2 inches high. It looks fairly big, but that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is copy that, go back to make the cut, hit the space bar and go back to the furthest one here. I'm going to go paste in place, into the center and down to the bottom plane. And now I'm going to take that to the lowermost, so that now is connected to this one here. And we do a print preview on that. And it's not quite right, because as you see down the bottom and up the top, they're not connected lines. But this is how I would do it instead of worrying too much. Go to a drastic and go to a drastic. Then you get the crop tool and you come from the top and you go down until you get, take that off again, a 1/4 of an inch snapping. And come up from the bottom until you get the start line. Right, now with that selected and the lock off, I'm going to turn this back to 4 inches and hit the enter bar and put it in the center and on the bottommost plane, and it'll tell me it's on the bottommost plane. Now if I select the print preview, you can see we've now got the score lines up the top and the score lines down the bottom. Now, instead of trying to tweak it and trying to make it perfectly fine, making it higher and making it lower does the job when you crop back on 1/8 of an inch or higher. Okay, now what we'll do is we're going to go copy that, because we know that's perfect height. We'll go copy that, hold the Control Shift, move forward to the next step, and we go paste in place. Then we're just going to take that in to the edges. Now we can see now that our trapezoid is a bit too curved. So okay. Okay, I've taken off that first one, and we can see that this is going to chop here, and it's going to make it too fine. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to go back to here by going D key down and select that. We're going to select that. We'll go copy it or cut it. But we'll go copy and we'll take it back here. And we're going to go paste in place. And we need to now bring we'll go back to this one because it's easier, because it hasn't been flattened or anything. So we're going to delete that node. Now with this one, we're going to bring this out here. The idea is not to get into too deep a trapezoid, otherwise we get ourselves into difficulties. So now I'm going to go copy that paste that and flip it. With those two selected, we're going to try again, and I'm going to go well. And I'm going to leave this bit in the video to show you that how to fix it when you get into this problem, and to show you the problems that you can get into. Now I'm going to copy that. I'm going to move this aside, go paste in place, down to the bottom, and into the center. Now we're going to take this down a bit and put it in the center and drop it to the most bottom plane. Let me see that we've now got this a bit better, but I'm still not happy with this. So, might go up to here and we'll take this in. Then we go back to here, go cut that, and we're going to go to that plane and paste it and see how we go. Now in the center, we'll drop it. So there we have a bit better pylon. So we've got to make sure that we crop both the bottom and the top. So we'll bring this down here drastically, bring this up, and we go cropping on 1/8 of an inch or higher. And that's where a lot of people go, oh, we can't crop, it's too long to crop. To put it on a bigger snapping. Okay, now with that we're going to go make sure with the lock off, we'll go 4 inches and in the center to the bottommost plane, and we're going to check that. Now see how we've got more room here and here, so we're going to throw this one away, cut, and we will do a print preview. Okay, so we have more room here, and we have the score lines. Okay, so that was 12 minutes that I didn't have to have, but it's better that you see it. So hold the D key down, select this one, we go copy. Then we go hold the Control Shift and go out to the next plane and go paste. And we lower that down. I lowered it down 1 using this one here. And we're going to bring that in. Take the snapping off and tweak it in so it's in line. And you can see if it was out, you can see that the shadow here is out. So if I was to take it back in, and you can see that there's no bump. There, see how that's perfect now? Okay, so our basket's starting to take shape. Now I've got mine a lot wider than Sherry's has. And we're going to copy that one. Hold the Control Shift, go out, go paste in place, and we bring that in to, you can see the shadow, which is the cutout part, hasn't got a bump. Then we're going to lower that by using this one, move page down, and that brings the top bit back out. So this is our basket starting to take shape. We can copy that, Control Shift, bring it out to the next one, and we go paste. Take it down, and we bring this in. And last one is we can copy that one And I copy them as we go because they're getting smaller and smaller and they're in the right place. So we hold the Control Shift and come forward and we go paste. Now I'm doing this oversized, wider than Sherry's, but you can do any size. This is just to show you how you check that both sides are right. So this one needs to be tweaked a little bit out. And there you have the start of your basket. Now, of course, you would save that. Go save. Save. And I'm going to put it in a new folder, shower basket. Then what you do is you hold your D key down and go to this one. Oh, and we can do a print preview here and now before we go too much further. So make sure that all our score lines are score lines and not cut lines. And our cut lines are cut lines. And that's all right. So we're going to copy this one. Copy. And we're now going to go up 1/4 of an inch, 0.25, and we're going to go paste. Then we're going to bring that in on both sides, not the back. And we're going to bring it in there. And it's personal preference how far you bring it in. Now hang on, we're going to go back there. Right, we've pasted that. Put this on 1/4 of an inch snapping. Now take it in and it'll go in 1/4 each time. So I'm going to take it in a half. In a half. So I did it twice. I'm going to take it in one this side. So I want the half because we've got to put the handle in. So that's now in place. And this allows for, we go F2, Q for auto quad, take the split off. And we put the, no, exit that, hang on, we've got to be on the back plane and we're going to go click there. And so that's where you can put your first lot of flowers. Now what we're going to do is go to a plane of, let me think, 0.5, and we're going to make a tower up here. Then we're going to come in a 1/4 of an inch and give us another platform to put more flowers or eggs or whatever. Now, if I hadn't had the snapping on then, it would have been easier. So we'll take the snapping off. And we'll come in to, say, 1 inch. And we'll give yourself a smaller platform to put more flowers on that one. So what we have now is we can glue flowers or eggs or apples to here, 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 and here. So it's layered. So now you go to the space bar 1/8 of an inch snapping or higher, and the auto quad, and you put your anchors in on these ones here. And up another one. Now we have our basket that's taking shape. So this is your actual basket, and these are tabs to have things glued onto them and around them, like Shari had done in these. This one's here and here. So it's endless what you can do. And of course, my front of my basket is wider, as I said, because I wanted to show you how to do it. But I can now go global editing and narrow my basket. I did this right? Yes. So I can go narrow, but I'm going to go cancel it because I'm going to keep it that wide. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Now all that's left to do is the handle. Now I'm going to have the handle, so I need the handle over here. So if I read the notes right, we have a circle, did I say that SDollar had asked for me to and give me permission to go ahead and do this? Okay, so what we're going to do is, I have an oval, and I'll take a second oval because that's going to be the handle. Okay, what I'll do is take this copy and take this across to here. Now, this is just the way I would do it, and other people can find better ways to do it. You paste, and so we'll get the size of the handle we need by pasting one of these on here. And I'm going to crop that now. I'm going to cut that and take that back here. Then I know that that's the size handle I want. And that's always a good thing, to go from one program to the other program to work out your sizes. So we get back. I just did the duplicate, and we need more of these, so I'll give us that many. Apply. Apply. Hold the control key down and take this over there, and we go accept. And we don't want to weld the paths yet because we want to take some of them off. We want to take these bottom ones, we don't need them. Cut that. So now we have them. We're going to take this away. Alright, we'll just close this, and then I'm going to weld these together. Weld, and that might be a bit too thick, so I might give an inward shadow of I could also have taken my time and made the circles absolutely perfect, but this gives it a little rustic. Okay, accept that. I'm going to take that shadow, this shadow, yes. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to take that across to here, and I'm going to paste that in place. We'll zoom back in here. Go paste in place, and we're going to put that in place there, and we can just tweak it now to fit your actual card. Make sure that's in the center first off. Okay, so if we bring it up a bit until you're happy, what you can see is I've got mine below because I'm going to trim, so I don't have to worry about setting it all up. And then I will just go out to see that it's not above that dotted white line, and that's fine. So with that in place, I'm going to go cropping tool, undo that, 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to go crop to there, crop the top so I can put the anchor on, and we're just about finished. So we go, put the anchor on here, what a quad, and we print preview that. So if you look now, we've got our anchors up here, this becomes the thing. Now this bit here in here gets glued to the back of the card. So this is the benefit of not having all those things drop out behind your work, like lettering and stuff like that, because you need this part to glue into the back of the card. So what we have now is your basket with the handle on it. Do a print preview of that. And the good thing is now we have that we can preview it and get an idea of what it actually looks like, so it's not white on white over here. And we have a basket ready for decorating. So now what you would do is you would go save that. Now you go over here and you go project, send project render as SVG. And you find where you put that. You can save. Then you go project shapes as SVG file. And you go save that. So what we have is we come over here, we get a new file, and we go bring in the SVG of the basket. Then we go bring in the SVG of the shapes. If you notice on the basket, Shari's got colourful here. So all we have to do is go back to meet the cut, select all of that one, make this white so we can see what we're doing, select all this, and we go put on a 0.5, planar 0.5 and planar 0.5, so it's directly over the top. So all we have to do is select this one, hold the Shift D down, select this one, this one, this one, this one, right click and go select colour. I'll make a texture and say we'll do this one. Open, and that will do for my texture, and I'll go OK. So it was instant that I had my textures put on. I didn't have to do all that cropping and stuff that we used to have to do. And I take this basket, the handle of the basket, and I'll go give us a texture of that. I'll have to choose and say we'll go this. Okay. Okay. And we'll select a colour for this one, so we'll just do a brownie colour. Okay. Now, this, because it's going to be covered up, I'm going to first off lock that so I don't delete anything that I shouldn't. Select all them. And say I'll do this in blue. Okay. Okay. And I'll make this green as grass. So if I do a preview on that, and that's how quick your print and cut can be now, and your backgrounds and stuff. Of course, my basket pattern is a bit weird, but you get the idea. So that's how it would print out, or of course you could cut all these pieces out individually and glue them on the top. So this has been a quick video of how to do the type of basket as done in the Easter basket on the forum. This has been Susan Blue Robot at susanbluerobot.com. And I did mention apples before. This is a page that I'm doing for a book, not with that background, but this is the same principle, only I haven't put a handle on it and I've put apples on the top of the basket. So that's another idea, and it's endless what you can do. If you don't want to put the handle on, you can put things in the basket. You can make it your own, and I'd love to see what you do, either on the forum or just send me an email with this idea. So this has been Susan Blue Robot, susanbluerobot.com. Bye for now. Bye.